Thank you for being here at Mr. Super Oz. This video is going out, and this channel only exists because I, Oz, founded Gamble Comics, which first release was Everlasting Survivors, a 68-page graphic novel called All Day Long. Available now. Follow the link in the description that will take you to gamblecomics.com. While there, you can get hats, shirts, posters, much more, but most importantly, the story itself. Coming soon from Gamble Comics, BC Brute. Night in Pensacola, Florida, at the
Hotel.
Pensacola Civic Center. We begin with a very classic WCW Cruiserweight Division feud and subsequent tag team that ended the Cruiserweight Tag Team Championships, that being Billy Kidman and Rey Mysterio.
Yes, of course.
So those in our world, those titles actually evolved into the Alpha Entertainment Worldwide Cruiserweight titles, which then subsequently evolved into the Team Extreme Tornado Championships, because Matt Hardy is a genius, and he, basically took advantage of having underlings.
Brilliant man.
And so, this is everything that everyone knows from Billy Kidman and Rey Mysterio. High-flying, hard-hitting action. But this Billy Kidman, my Billy Kidman, he has a very unfortunate disorder. Do you know what that is?
3-second tan disorder.
Exactly. He just cannot. He can't raise his shoulders up on when they hit that mat. Oh my goodness.
Shoot, he feels him hit the mat 2 times, and he's like, I need to stay down for 1 more, and then I can get up.
So
kicks out at the 4 count instead of the 3 count.
As I've always said, whether it be Nunzio, Maven, or in the case of Billy Kidman, I don't tend to book losers without there being a reason. Especially in the case of Billy Kidman, who's immensely talented.
Right.
So, like, this is not being done in some sort of, I'm anti-Billy Kidman way. I'm a big fan of Billy Kidman.
Yep.
But it's always with the intent to tell a story. And so, once again, we add another loss to the Billy Kidman streak. But coming soon, possibly even the next or the one after that pay-per-view, it'll all make sense as to why he's been going on this losing streak, or this hard times for Billy Kidman. And so all the Kidman lovers out there, just Billy Kidman,
hold your pitchfork.
Yeah. His time is coming. And so up next is 2 of my favorite trios throughout the iteration of the show, that being the Best First Generation and the Regal Counter Threat. They're going at it because of the events of last week, where it just seems like everybody's got it out for Jamie Noble.
Yeah. does start to get that vibe after a while.
And even on that same level, we see the Iron Addicts and Jamie in the back checking out this
match. It's clearly the who's going to beat up Jamie Noble first match.
Or next, even.
Oh yeah.
Because of the idea that all but King William have beat him recently. And King William was in the semi-main event of WrestleMania with Jamie for the Intercontinental title. So, Regal didn't win their exchange. They still have history. And with that history, King William wanting to prove that it's not just the knight, not just the bishop, and not just the rook that have the winning ability of the Regal Counter Threat, but he himself is able
to get it done,
to get that win. And so King William is able to stretch the quad of Kevin Nash and get him to tap out to lose on behalf of his team.
Well, he has notoriously weak quads, so that makes sense.
Exactly. When the match is over and we get to the back, we see that. So not only are the Iron Addicts, happy, but they're flexing. I mean, Johnny Stamboli he's even doing push-ups.
Getting the reps in.
Yeah, he's just
trying to get a pump.
He's just so excited. He's like, yeah, this is all action all the time, good times. And so, it's showing off their personality, basically, of course. Right? And so after that finishes up, we get a highlight package for all 3 seasons of Tough Enough, pointing out how Nydia, Maven Huffman, Linda Miles, Jackie Gata, John Hennigan, and Matt Capitelli are all winners of Tough Enough, and who trained them up, who they had to overcome and be better than, which kind of is almost a slight to Christopher Nowinski because he's in the package and being shown to not be a winner, much like a man named Jake from season 2 or whomever lost in season 3. I think there was somebody of relevance, note, yes. Yeah. Although, here's how badly that turned out. I don't remember. I know Matt Morgan was in season 2, but he went out with injury, not actual cut for anything other than injury.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And he ended up getting signed anyway.
Yeah, and then signed TNA.
But DNA of TNA, the blueprint. I was a big fan of Matt Morgan.
To be fair, the DNA of TNA thing was pretty solid.
Oh yeah,
he had a nice run there.
So this package was run as a way to set up for the Matt Capitelli versus Maven Huffman match that was set up last week when Maven challenged the winner of Nowinski and Capitelli. Yep. And so Maven, who he doesn't have the best win-loss record on Alpha and Timber Worldwide.
But he didn't in WWE either. So.
Correct. But he's standing up for the idea of Tough Enough. So it's honestly basically WWE trying once again to do a Tough Enough with their Legends and Future Greats show. Although I think they're actually probably going at it a better way this time, since they're not just asking you and me to send in tapes, but they're putting their actual athletes that they signed for Next in Line on the show. Like one of the main characters is Evander Holyfield's son.
Oh right, yeah.
And so it's like, I wonder if you have high hopes for somebody with this sort of name value. I bet you do.
I'm sure you do.
And so it's better than like a random guy named Jonah, or like I said, a dude named Jake, or this girl who would belch and say, "I'm gonna be a diva." These are the standout moments from Tough Enough to me.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I never watched Tough Enough, so I know all the winners.
Do you ever watch any reality show like a Voice or The Ultimate Fighter or something like that?
Yeah, I've seen The Ultimate Fighter.
So any one of these things is just basically what LFG is.
Okay.
And actually, I think Legends of Future Greats is more like a Voice or a Ultimate Fighter, because now they're actually getting people who are on the journey.
Yeah.
Whereas with some of and a lot of the Tough Enough people, it was just, oh, I want to be famous. That was a lot of what Diva Search was too.
That's exactly what Diva Search is.
Yeah. And so my point is, Matt Capitelli beats Maven because he is the one I'm pushing now. Mm-hmm. And like you said, Maven wasn't really exactly what you would call a winner or a top guy.
He had that moment against The Undertaker, though.
Yes. And I'll be honest, he had a pretty good moment in the sun when they did the winner of the Survivor Series team gets to book themselves for Raw over the month.
I forgot about that.
And that was a pretty good time frame for not just him, but everybody on that babyface side.
Yeah.
But again, Matt Capitelli is the one who I'm putting the shine on right now. And, Maven doesn't need it because, again, things are already in motion, even if you don't realize it. And so...
always a story.
Yes, always a story. So the next match on the show, I'm I didn't document this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that we get a recap of the last 2 weeks before this match takes place, because this is an excellent initiative match.
Oh yeah.
This is a match where our newly crowned cruiserweight champion of Zach Gowen goes one-on-one with our current intercontinental champion Eddie Guerrero.
Oh Lord. Okay.
And again, this is a newly invigorated Eddie Guerrero. This is a
Eddie's pissed off.
Yeah, exactly. He's out to prove that not only is he Chavo's favorite wrestler, but he is a better wrestler than Chavo.
Yeah.
And so Eddie's not defending his title. He's out here defending his family's
legacy.
Exactly. And so that is actually, I'll be honest, his downfall. Because Eddie is so heated that he gets in his own way.
Eddie Guerrero?
And,
sound like him.
And his aggression leads to the referee pulling him away. His animosity leads to him making mistakes. And inevitably, he even goes a step too far when he uses Zach's own prosthetic leg to take out the good leg.
The healthy leg.
The healthy leg, exactly. And so the referee, he calls off the match, and he awards the win to Zach Gowen. And of course, this does not sit well with one Eddie Guerrero. And so at this point, he is just livid, extra livid. It's like we go to commercial with
Eddie beating
he's the most hot-headed he's been since this show has existed, this Alpha Entertainment Worldwide Smackdown.
Really got that Latina heat going.
And so when we come back, we're leading into the main event. But before we get to the main event match, we're in the backstage area, and Bradshaw, he tells Farouk and Rodney Mack, he tells them that they need to keep their eyes out. They need to keep their heads on a swivel. He said, I know there's something going on. Like, these are masked attackers. I don't know. Maybe it's the same person. Maybe it's different people. But, like, somebody has it out for us. Like, and we've got to be prepared. And so Teddy's there, and he's like, we got your back, Bradshaw. Nothing to worry about. We got this under control. And so Bradshaw proposed the idea. It's like, instead of you guys coming out, maybe everybody should take an entryway, like concourse, the lower the ramp area, something like that.
Yeah,
just like
something different.
Yes, be prepared, right? So Bradshaw goes out, and he even says before he goes, he's like, I think it's that Goldberg who's got this going on. He's like, every time one of us is in the ring with him is when something goes on. He's like, I'm not sure I trust that he's actually got our best interest at heart when he's helping us, but it's like, it's almost like a firefighter setting a fire to make themselves the hero. He's like, I think he's the arsonist. And so Bradshaw, and they all agree. They're like, okay, well, we're going to keep an eye out. We got this. No fires.
You got your back. You handle your business.
Yeah, no fire's going to be set tonight. So Bradshaw goes out, and him and Bill Goldberg, they throw hard like they're both known to do.
Yeah.
But
classic big body match.
But as Bill wins, that's when a new, well, we don't even know. Is it the same guy as a new guy? We don't know. But a hooded figure comes, and he attempts to go after Bradshaw, but because they were prepared, that's when Rodney Mack, he hits the ring, him and Farouk.
Yeah.
So now it's 3-on-1. But then two more hooded figures come, presumably the two from the prior weeks.
Guys.
And so they pull back their ally. And so what normally has been, attack, spear, jackhammer, powder, no, this time it's the hooded figure being smart enough to not get in danger, because the MPAA are smart enough to be ready this time. Yeah. And so it's a continuation, but a new evolution of the story that was set up.
Nice.
And so,
who could that be, though?
Right? Well, that's the fun of this
whodunit.
This whodunit, yes. And I was going to say this rewriting of history, because I know that some of the participants in this were they had hoods thrust upon them, and now in my version we have a different payoff, and because of that, it's going to be a lot of fun when we get to the Bash at the Beach, because just so you know, that's not only in Alpha Entertainment Worldwide lore known for the formation of the New World Order, but it'll also be the reveal of who done it in this world.
Love to see it.
And so it's a way to keep that show with prominence.
Yes. Keep it interesting. Keep it with the big reveals.
Yeah, I love Bash at
Keep
the
it
Beach
with
anyway.
the Alpha Entertainment Worldwide energy that we come to know and love.
Appreciate you.